Okay, first things first. Got the El Gruig done. Got an El Cheeky mole. Got a mole. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time and I've been really scared, but now I have it and I feel amazing. Excuse me, Nala is trying to come in. Yeah, so obsessed and I'm obsessed. My chair's getting real squeaky and I don't know how to unsqueak it. Anyways, second things second. I wish. In this video, I am going to be talking about the necessities to bring for a festival when you are living with a condition such as multiple sclerosis. So I'm going to Boomtown I think it's actually just outside London. Don't know if it's actually technically in London, but anyways, that's the festival that I'm going to. And I'm very excited. We have literally had these tickets booked since 2019 because it was meant to go in 2020, but then #COVID. So obviously I now have MS, so I'm kind of trying to think of things that I need. I kind of just need to plan a little bit better than what I would have. Don't get me wrong, I always planned for festivals. I love festivals so much. So, and I've been to loads, to be fair, and I've been to loads of camping festivals as well. So I am fairly familiar with what to bring, but obviously things are a little bit different now that I have MS. So I want to show you the things that I think are necessities and why I think they are necessities. So let's get right into it. Okay, first things first is your supplements. So for me, I have to take vitamin D, B12, and I do also take vitamin C. So even if I was taking supplements before MS, I used to always take B12 just because I'm vegan, so it's very hard to get that vitamin if you have a vegan diet. But I never would have brought something like that to a festival because I'm like, nah, don't really need it. But kind of absolutely do. And also the thing is, when you're at festivals, you're not really living, you know, the same lifestyle that you would if you were in your house, if you're just in your normal daily routine. So I'm gonna try and maintain anything that I can control or keep as similar to my daily routine. I'm going to do that. So going to be bringing all of these supplements with me. Next thing is kind of over-the-counter medication. So first things first, paracetamol. I used to never, and when I say never, I mean never. I used to never get headaches. Like, it was a very, very, very rare occasion that I would get headaches. But since getting diagnosed with MS, I get headaches way more frequently. So paracetamol are coming with me. The other thing is anti-histamines. I haven't had, what's the thing? Hay fever. Literally since I was a kid. Like, I do have asthma and my hay fever was very bad as a kid, but that was so under control kind of once I got to a teenager, maybe late teenager, and all of my 20s. Even like when it was like pollen high, it never affected me. But since I started my treatment, so since it was mainly Ocrevus, my hay fever has gotten so bad. So I presume there's some correlation there. If you bring your immune system down, you're going to be more susceptible to hay fever, especially like if you already have or have had hay fever, if that makes sense. So yes, we'll be bringing plenty of these, and these are the non-drowsy ones, so don't get the drowsy ones because you will be asleep. Next thing, dioralyte, because I want to try and stay as healthy as I can, and this is going to keep me hydrated, so definitely bringing these. Actually got something very cool the other day. So I went to that you know, that sports shop near IKEA. Anyways, and it's all like camping and all the sports and all that shit. Anyways, got one of these. It holds 10 litres of water. So it means like you can fill this up, or you can just leave it in your tent and you will constantly be able to like top up your water bottle. So you're not just constantly trekking to and from the water station just to fill up your bottle. Going to be very handy. Everyone should get one of these. 1, to stay hydrated. 2, so you're not constantly just wasting time and you're not constantly trekking to fill up your water bottle. So very happy with this purchase. Oh, and I also got this. It's a water bottle, but like it can like crumple up real small. Now it only holds 500 mils, but it means I can bring that into the arena with me and I can fill it up using this. And then yeah, once obviously the water's gone, I can just crumple it up and it can just won't take up that much room. And we're staying hydrated. But like with this, it's class because it means like even, let's say you're going back to your tent late at night, you're not, and this is all gone, you're not like, oh fuck, I have to go top this up because you've got this in your tent. Logical. Oh, sorry Nala, sorry. Next thing is eye mask and earbuds. It gets so bright in the mornings, literally 6, 7 a.m. it's bright. So, and like you're going to bed late, do you know, that sort of way, because it's a festival, things go on till like 4 in the morning and it's going to be super, super loud. With MS, you know, lack of sleep is literally stress on your body, and I don't want to say it would trigger a relapse, but like I want to try and make sure that I'm getting a decent sleep every night. And this mask is so good. I got it off Amazon. Actually, I might link it below. If I remember to put it in while I'm editing it, I'll put it in. Like pure black, and it's all like cushioned and all. So it like just sits over your eyes, like your eyelids. It doesn't touch your eyelashes. Would definitely recommend. So that's that. Obviously bring any prescription drugs. So like for me, I have asthma, so I'll be bringing my Becatide, and this is a nasal spray I take. And if I don't take this, my hay fever is just so much worse. And I didn't actually, for ages I was like, this doesn't really do anything. But then I missed like 3 or 4 days and I was just like streaming and my nose was so itchy. Anyways, bring your prescription stuff. Next up, hand sani and like some form of antibacterial wipes. Obviously with MS, you're especially, well, it depends on what treatment you're on, but you are definitely more susceptible to infections. So yes, definitely bring in these so I can kind of keep my hands clean as best as possible, because obviously like I'm not really gonna have taps. Like yeah, you have the taps at the toilets. In terms of like eating and stuff like that, I'm gonna be having these super handy just so that I can, to be fair actually, most people probably will have hand sani, especially just the fact that we've gone through a pandemic. Most people, it's nearly habit at this stage, but I would, like I'm bringing a couple of packets of these, you know, that sort of way, just to be extra cautious. Obviously if you need your face mask and stuff like that, 110% bring it. Majority of people, I can't imagine people are going to be wearing a face mask just because it's a festival, it's going to be warm. To be fair, like you are going to be outside, so it's not as dangerous, if that's the right word. But you know, if you're more comfortable wearing your mask, 110% wear it. Do you know, no one cares if you're wearing your mask. No one is like judging you. No one is saying anything just because you're wearing your mask. So if you're more comfortable wearing it, absolutely 110% wear it. Wow, I'm thirsty. The other thing is plasters, those kind of pads, tape, antiseptic, all that kind of stuff. Again, with MS, you're so much more likely to get an infection. So if you have any cuts and kind of grazes, yeah, you want to be putting a plaster on it. Festivals are filthy, they really are. But to be fair, like there does be like first aid tents and stuff like that, but even if it's just like a small kind of cut or graze, I would definitely bring plasters, anything like that, just to put over it. Obviously with MS, things heal a lot slower, so you want to be able to support the healing process, if that makes sense, and just try and keep it as clean as possible. Next thing up, which is the best invention in the whole entire world, I present to you the Sheewie. This, right, MS or not MS, everyone should get one of these if you have a vagina, if you have a female urinary anatomy. So essentially, I mean, you can probably guess, it sits over the vulva, so on the outside, and you can go for a wee in there and you've got direction, you've got control, and it's no mess, you know, it's not splashing everywhere. Now, I know what you're thinking, why would I need these if there's toilets? Now, if you've been to festivals, you know, well, for me anyways, I wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning and I'm bursting to go to the toilet. And it's very annoying because you then have to go put your shoes on, you have to go maybe potentially put another coat on because it's fucking cold outside. It could be raining, the grass could be wet, or whatever the floor is, or the ground is. And then you have to go trek to the toilet. The toilet could be like 400 meters away. It's horrible, and you're tired, and it's really bright out. But it's that type of person that you can't fall back asleep. You can't ignore it. So this is where this comes in. You have this and you have a bottle, and you can just wee in your tent, and then you can dispose of the bottle at a later stage. Now, I got this for that reason. But in terms of how this is beneficial to someone with MS, well, I'm just going to put this away now. How is it beneficial to someone with MS? Well, one of the kind of bigger symptoms with MS is fatigue, weak limbs. So even if a toilet seems close, the idea of having to walk is just, it's unbearable. That getting up and standing on your legs and actually moving your legs is just, it's sometimes you're genuinely not able to do it. You're just not. So having that Sheewie is beneficial for that. You don't have to go, and you don't have to be trekking. You don't have to, it's more as a like a planning. You know, you might not use it. You may be like, yeah, I'm grand, I can just go trek. You may have the energy. Your limbs might be fine. But if it's not, like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you have to wee, you have to wee. And like, some people might be like, yeah, just, you know, squat behind your tent. But then your arse is on show. And then you've got splash. And then it's a mess. And then also, you're literally weeing on the ground. That's not good for the ecosystem. So this Sheewie, beneficial. Also, another symptom of MS, and I'm not sure if it depends on where the lesions are, potentially, but like a lot of people with MS, they may have incontinence. They may not like either know when they're going to go to the toilet, or they may have difficulty fully going to the toilet, like as in like fully emptying the tank, or they may have this like frequency to go to the toilet. That would be so useful if you have that like frequency to go to the toilet, like, and you constantly need to go, like at least you have something there. You don't have to constantly do this trekking back and forth, and like that frequency, you need to go now. Do you know what I mean? So you can literally just go there and then, in your tent, in your own privacy. It's clean, no one's harmed. Why should men be able to, you know, just wee anywhere and females can't? Or people with female urinary anatomy. Do you know what I mean? So MS or no MS, everyone needs a Sheewie. That's all I'm saying. Last thing, oh no! Wow, that is gorgeous. You want to have a handheld fan. Let me tell you something, I get very hot. I get very hot, I do. And a lot of people, and I'm actually quite lucky because this doesn't happen to me, but a lot of people living with MS, when their body temperature gets hot, their MS symptoms get worse. I haven't experienced that yet. It might potentially happen, but having a handheld fan, and it's so powerful, and just 3 settings on it. Look, low, medium, high, off. Rechargeable, so if you bring like a charging bank, you're not gonna run out. And let me tell you something, when it's hot and you're in a tent, it is boiling. So everyone needs a handheld fan. I think the last thing that I'm going to say, well, the last thing that I'm definitely bringing is like snacks. So most people bring snacks anyways, but 1, I'm vegan, and 2, I have MS, but I want to make sure that I always have some food in my tent. I can't just go anywhere for food, and I want to be able to, I want to ensure that like some form of snack to kind of ensure you constantly have energy. One of my favorite things at the moment are these. If you haven't tried these, please, they're salted caramel, they're Trek, they're protein flapjacks, 9 grams of protein per bar. And let me tell you something, this salted caramel, best salted caramel, best vegan salted caramel. Is it salted? Yeah, best vegan salted best vegan salted caramel. Best vegan salted caramel I've ever had. Now I will say they're pricey, €4, but you can get them for €3 if you have a Tesco Club card. So I would highly advise you to get a Tesco Club card. They're unreal. You get 3 in a pack. So I'm going to be bringing a few of these. Some other tips that I would give: having a chair. Oh my fucking god, like they're the best things ever. Even so, like, yeah, okay, you're in your tent, you can sit in your tent, but actually having a chair that you can sit in, it's different. It's so different. The chairs are the best thing ever. And what we did this year, so we have booked for our tent to be pre-pitched. We have blow up beds, we have our the sleeping bags, and we have our chairs. So we paid for all of that to be there for us. Like, it's not our stuff. They pre-pitch it, they keep the tent, they keep the air mattresses, the sleeping bags, the chairs, but it means we don't have to carry any of that, which is the best thing ever. If you've camped at a festival and you know what it's like to bring your tent, to bring your chair, to bring your mattress, your sleeping bag, it's a lot, and it's really, really, really heavy. I don't know if I would be able for it, do you know, that sort of way. And then you're bringing your actual bag with all your outfits, your food, your drink, all your cosmetics, everything, and it gets so heavy. I just don't think I would have the energy for it, or the strength. That's actually kind of a good tip. Now, it's gonna cost you, do you know what I mean? If you're only doing one festival, it's probably more achievable to go with that option of having everything pre-pitched. But if you're doing like 3 or 4, things are gonna add up very quickly. But again, we paid for our ticket in 2019, 2020 kind of time frame. So like that money that I spent on the ticket, that was years ago. So like buying the pre-pitched tent, it was like, I think it was like 100 quid each, or maybe I could be wrong, 120, 140, 150, in around that. I don't think it was more than 150. It might have been like 120 or something like that. Anyways, like that's all of, but like if you were buying, let's say that, so let's say that's 120, then you've got your ticket, which is like nearly 300. So that, when you have to pay for them together, it's a lot of money. But because we had paid for our tickets already, we were really only paying for the pre-pitched tent in one go, do you know, that sort of way. But it's definitely a good option to have. But the chairs as well, like it means you can actually just sit there, because sitting in a tent, yeah, very uncomfortable. So at least like if you have your chairs and stuff like that, you can, I don't know, you can just chill outside your tent, do your makeup, have a drink, eat something, and you're sitting down. You're not standing, you're not sitting on the ground, do you know? We're trying to achieve comfort in a camping situation. So they are my tips on the items to bring to a festival if you have a long-term illness like multiple sclerosis or some form of a disease, you know, that impacts your energy levels, your strength, your limbs, anything like that. This hopefully has been helpful. Yeah, like obviously I haven't gone into every single thing that I'm bringing. Actually, the bag that I'm bringing like a backpacking bag, because that's got so much support in the shoulders, and it also like clips around here. It's the bag that I brought when I actually went backpacking years ago, and it's the easiest thing to walk with, to be fair. It's something that goes across like that. Your shoulder's gonna be in bits. You can bring wheelie cases. I've done wheelie cases before, but if it rains, game over. Those wheels, oh, they're getting stuck in that muck. But yeah, I'm not going into details of like everything that I'm bringing to the festival in terms of like outfits. Actually, in terms of shoes, I am bringing my Docs, but I'm also going to bring my New Balance because they're super comfy. And you are doing a lot of walking at festivals, so definitely bring a comfy pair of shoes, or shoes that will like support your feet so that your feet aren't aching. But yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to give the tips of the things that I'm bringing, just so I'm planning a bit better now that I'm going to a festival with MS. But yeah, I hope this has been informative. I hope you have learned something, and if you have, please give it a thumbs up. Give us a comment, you know, let me know if you're going to any festivals, especially if you are going to a festival and you have a long-term illness, or if you've been to a festival and you have a long-term illness, or if there's anything that you think that I am forgetting, please leave that tip below, because there's probably some stuff that I'm forgetting and that could be hugely beneficial to me. Or if you're just going to any festival, let me know what festival it is. I fucking love festivals, so please tell me what festival you're going to. Is it Electric Picnic? Is it all together now? Well, that's this weekend, that's today. If it's a festival abroad, oh my god, tell me. Or have you gone to any this summer? Let me know, very interested. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Love my mullet, bye!